Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whoever watching me from. Welcome back to everybody. We all know that market goes through trade trends, right? Anybody who has been trading for some time, if you are new or even you have been trading for some time, you've heard the market go through trade trends. We have a point where the market goes through uptrend, it retraces back, goes through another power move to the upside, makes a retracement back, and goes through another power move to the upside. And this is the normal trend that we all know, right? The market goes through an uptrend. The same way, market can also go through a downtrend. And as we all know, in a downtrend, market also makes power move to the downside. It retraces back, makes another power move to the downside again, and it retraces back with another power move to the downside. We know that we are in a downtrend. This is very obvious. Everybody who has been trading for some time knows, okay? But it's very, very obvious. But we know that market doesn't also just go through uptrend and downtrend, but the market also goes through ranges. That one everybody knows. Who doesn't know a range? Range is when market is going through a period of indecision, okay? Indecision. So the market will be ranging. It can make higher highs or it can make higher lows, or the market is jumbled up. This is what we call a range market, which means the market is ranging. The market is ranging and the market keeps ranging, and we don't know where the market is actually going, which means that if you want to trade the market, okay, if you want to trade the market, you must have different skills to trade this particular market in a different way, okay? So for instance, if the market is going through an uptrend mode, you must have the skill to trade the uptrend market. But in uptrend mode, market does not go through only one direction, okay? In the uptrend, we have different variations of the uptrend mode. For instance, on the uptrend mode, you see that the market can either go through uptrend, power move, retrace, makes another power move again, retrace, with another power move again. We know this is an uptrend, right? The market is going through an uptrend. We all know this. But there are other different variations that the market goes through that we don't know, that I'm teaching you today. If you don't know this, you find it very difficult to scalp, okay? So you must grab the understanding now. The uptrend mode can also go through a phase where the market will push up, have a small retracement, a mini retracement, push up again, have another mini retracement, and push up again. So in this particular mode, you can say the market is steep, having a very steep retracement. The market is still trending, but it's not trending as the usual one you see, but it is having a very steep retracement, okay? A very steep retracement. There's another version where the market will go through power move to the upside, have a very deep retracement, almost like the low of the first one, and then it will go through another up move again with a very deep retracement, another up move again. This one we call it a channel, okay? This one we call it a channel, which means that the market is going through a kind of a channel. Like see here, you can see that when you draw your trend line across, you can create a channel with this. If you draw a trend line across. But there's another variation where the market is actually going through the uptrend, but it's also not it's not as we see. It's not usual. It's jumbled up. Like for instance, you see that the market will make power move to the upside, have a small retracement. It will have another power move to the upside, have a very deep retracement, another power move to the upside, and have maybe another deep retracement or another small retracement, which means the market is still trending, but we can't determine the retracement level, can't determine the level where the market is going to retrace up to, which means it jumbled up. So now you see, at first you used to know only one version, right? You used to know only the first version where market only go through the normal trend, right? But you've learned that market can go through a steep retracement. Market can also go through a very deeper correction or deeper retracement like a channel, or market can also be random. So we have the 4 variations of the uptrend. If you don't know these 4 variations of the uptrend, then when you are trading, you're going to have a lot of losing trade because you don't know which phase the market is in, which uptrend the market is in. All you know is that the market is on an uptrend. So you don't know even where to enter or where to buy or where to sell, where to even exit your trade, okay? You can't tell because you don't know this variation. This is what I'm teaching you today here. So in a sideways move, market also move the same way. Markets move very perfectly as we always show you on YouTube, as you can see. It moves perfectly as we always show you on YouTube, as you can see. There are sometimes markets also not move perfectly. It will be very jumbled up. Can you see? Here it has different lows. Can you see? Different. It makes power move, retrace, and then you see that the lows are not as perfect as you're supposed to see. So you can see the first general variation that we show you, and the second variation that you're always going to see on the chart. Very choppy. So knowing this as a trader, how is it going to help you to trade as a trader? Knowing different type of trends, different types of these wave patterns, and different type of choppy market, how is it going to help you as a trader? As a trader, when you're trading in the environment, it's very difficult to spot out all these ones from the beginning. That's why I always tell you that when you're trading, you must be very, very careful, okay? Because when the chart is already played and you're showing you, it's very easy to spot it out. For instance, let's go on the chart and see something. On the chart, you can see that at this moment, the market was trending. And as you can see, which type of trend do we see here right now? Yes, who can tell me which type of trend do we see here right now? Which type of trend? Yes. As you can see, the market was trending what? In a perfect manner, right? Perfectly. But what can you see inside? These are my moving averages. The moving averages I always use are 200, 100, 50, and 20. You can also customize your own, okay? I just like using moving average because they tell me the direction of the trend, okay? They just tell me the direction of the trend. They don't tell me when to buy or when to sell. They just tell me the direction of the trend because I'm not a fan of trend lines, okay? Sometimes trend lines will not give me the information I need. The moving average tells me different information. Because of these different variations of the trend, when I'm using moving average, they tell me different variations. If the market is retracing to the 100 moving average, which means it's telling me that the trend is what? In the channel, because the market is having deeper retracements. As you can see here the market bounced off. Let me clean this. The market bounced off on the 100. Can you see? It came back to bounce off on 100 again, which means that at this particular moment, the market was having what? Having deeper retracements. But you can see that within that period, the market was also bouncing out within the 50 or the 20. As you can see, the market made the first bounce on the 100. It bounced on the 20. It bounced on the 20 again, and came back to bounce on 50, which it tells me that the market is reversing. I have to be very careful. So at this point, the market would have easily reversed. It could be that we were having a higher time frame retracement. Let me clean this. It could be we were having a higher time frame support or somewhere around this place, because the market would have easily reversed here. See, it bounced off the 20 and it bounced off the 50. It tells you the trend is what? Reversing, right? Because it has taken off the low. Here, it took off the low. So as you can see, it took off the low. So at that moment, if you are trading, you must be very careful when you're going to enter. So the point is, if you are trading and you know the type of trend that you're trading, you are able to analyze the trend, whether the market is having deeper retracement or the market is having a very shallow retracement. If the market is having a shallow retracement, if the market is having a very power move, for instance, at this particular moment, you see, the market made a power move and retraced shallowly. It had a very shallow retracement here. It didn't even touch any of the moving averages, which means the market is going to really have a very strong power move to the upside. But after that, see what happened. The next retracement, see what the next retracement. The next retracement was a little deeper, which means that you don't have to tempt to buy this market, because it tells you that this retracement was very shallow, this retracement was deeper. So if you buy, it's like the market is go and then you get whipsawed. Though I think here was weekend, so there was a gap between. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you are trading the market, you must have the idea of where the market is and how the market is retracing. If the market is having a very shallow retracement, it means that the market is what? Very strong. If the market is having a deeper retracement, very deep retracement like a channel, it means the market is reversing. You have to be very, very careful. Okay? Because it's reversing, you have to be very, very careful. But when the market is bouncing out of 50 with a very correct retracement, then the market is healthy. The trend is healthy, so you must also join the trend. Any of these methods, you can join the trend. Either it is retracing to the 20 or it's very steep retracement or deep retracement or in a channel, you can join the trend. But when you're trading, you must have a different mindset when you're trading any of these guys. So guys, as you can see, you cannot just be blindly be trading the market, okay? You must have an understanding of the different type of charts, different type of trending, different type of sideways market before you can trade the market. So this video actually shouldn't take long because so that will be a very short video. At least you've learned something, right? You've learned how to identify trend, how to know the type of trends, so that when you're trading, you're not going to have a losing streak, right? So I think that will be all. Like and share and subscribe to the channel to help the channel if you have not subscribed yet. But if you've subscribed yet, just hit the like button and maybe next time come back here again and learn something better, okay? See you next time. Bye.